At this time, it is my great pleasure to present an honorary degree. Today's honoree began his college journey at Georgia State in the 1990s before landing a record contract that catapulted his international fame and stardom. Today, that dream of a college degree is finally being realized by a media mogul, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. You know him as Ludacris. Mr. Bridges' relationship with Georgia State began in 1998 when he was an undergraduate studying the business behind music. He signed a record deal with Def Jam Records, and the rest is history. Thankfully, Chris came back to campus to reconnect with Georgia State students in 2019, joining Georgia State's Creative Media Industries Institute as an artist in residence. He also worked with our College of Law on an incredible course called The Legal Life of Ludacris, a class that looked at strategic legal decisions and contracts that supported his career as a rapper, an actor, a philanthropist, and a restaurateur. We are grateful that Chris has given his time and opened his heart to our students. Christopher Brian Bridges, will you please come forward to receive your degree? By the power vested in me, by the Board of Regents, and by the laws of the state of Georgia, I hereby confer upon you, Christopher Brian Bridges, the degree of Bachelor of Science in Music Management, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. And on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Georgia State University, congratulations, Mr. Bridges.
I can see now this is the livest graduation of history right now, right? Oh, man. Oh, man. It took me 30 minutes to fit this cap to my afro backstage, so I'm feeling good now. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody, and thank you to President Blake for that warm introduction and your support in making this day possible. This is very, very special to me. I know you said I started in the 1990s, but don't date me. It was the late 1990s, man. Goodness gracious. Don't put more age on me than I deserve, please. I might as well have started in 1913, right? No, man, thank you so much for this honor and opportunity to address the graduating graduate class of 2022 on our special day, GSU. And lastly, thanks Brendan Dicker, Chandler Brown, and Andrea Jones for your support and assistance with my team in making this happen. And a special thanks goes to the Board of Regents and the Georgia State University Commencement Committee for bestowing me with this honorary degree in music management from the institution in which I started my college journey. GSU, I am home right now. it's very important for me to let everybody know that I brought my personal village here with me today. This experience, including my beautiful wife, my lovely daughters, my family, my friends, and my mother, means as much to them, if not more, than it means to me. Please stand up, my family, godmothers and all, management. Thank you, Village, for helping me to be the best me that I can be. I'm truly a culmination of the love that all of you have poured into me my entire life. And Mama, I think I speak for all the graduates here when I say, Mama, I made it, finally. Mom, I know that you questioned my decision to leave college, but hopefully, all is forgiven as you decide which one of our private planes you want to take to your new home in the islands, okay? My mama's gonna be crying this whole time, I'm just letting y'all know. So make sure you put the camera on her as well. This is a special day. To my fellow graduates, I congratulate each and every one of you for your wonderful achievement. Make some noise right now. This moment may seem to have been a long time coming. For some, you may have gone straight from undergrad to your master's program. For others, you may have taken a year off in between. And for others that may have taken the road more curved, well, let's just say it was a marathon and not a sprint, right? And we are all here together on this day to celebrate. So I have to do this one more time, because the proud parents and family of the graduates, I think they deserve another round of applause. Job well done. All GSU faculty, instructors, administrators, guidance counselors whom have invested in your education deserve a round of applause. Job well done. And yes, you know, I had somebody from the faculty, not President Blake, they had to tell us like 5 times we don't want him to curse. I'm like, I'm not gonna curse up here, man. That's not what come on now, I'm better than that. But what I will say is, welcome to Atlanta where the players play. And we ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, you see gangsters roaming. And tonight, parties won't stop till 6 in the morning. See, there was no curse word in that whatsoever. We good. All right, so now why are we here? Because expectations are so very high for you, and we are anticipating your greatness and many future achievements, and mine as well. See, these are critical times, and we are desperately in need of new leaders and agents of change, so hear me clear. Leaders like you, thought influencers like the ones that are produced by this great institution, creative folks that change the landscape wherever they go, moving the goal line whenever they step upon the field, pun intended. One of my favorite quotes from Mark Twain is, "The 2 most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day that you find out why." So let's talk about that why for a moment. Now, America has a great promise, but its promise, as we all know, is unfulfilled, in my opinion. Not everyone gets an equal chance at it, and some never get a chance at all. We see it when we look into the eyes of the homeless or the eyes of the kids that go to school unfed. We hear it when we turn on the TV to see another mass shooting. We experience it when political and judicial institutions take away rights that we have fought for and died for to obtain. Our society wants positive change. They're clamoring for it, and people are not satisfied with the status quo at all. But in comes the graduating class of GSU 2022. Yeah. These are the areas and challenges where your future contributions will hopefully be made. Answering this call and quest will help you find your why. And I'm gonna wait a moment while this airplane passes, like when I shoot movies and we have to stop for a second. because I don't want anything interrupting me from this speech that I've prepared for you guys today. All right, we can continue. The struggles that you guys have encountered here and going forward will prepare you for your why. Nobody said life would be easy, but I promise you, living in your why will make life worth it. Because life can only be understood backwards and not forwards. So live everything like everything good or bad happens for a reason. That's how you have to live. It's not what happens to you, but it's how you react and how you respond to it that matters. So invest in the importance of this moment. Think about how you're going to change the world and be on the right side of history. Remember that you are taking another step towards your why. Now, I owe Georgia State University a great debt because you helped me to arrive at my why. Our alma mater was founded on the principles to help you find those answers. So with its rich history of excellence and inclusion, it plays an even more important role. And this is very important to me. This school, graduating more African Americans than any other university in America. And with the hiring of its first African American president since 1913, GSU continues its relevancy and excellence across a multitude of multicultural communities and disciplines. Yes, 1913, the first African American president. I think that deserves another round of applause. So my relationship here started in 1996, not in the early 90s, not in 1913, but as an undergraduate student studying the business behind music. And I left the program after 2 years because I signed a music deal with Def Jam Records, and I came out with this song called What's Your Fantasy? Some of you guys might know that song. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I had to choose. But I do thank the time on this campus for sharpening my skills. It gave me confidence that my path was just preordained and that I was exactly where I was supposed to be, doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing. And because I went here and studied music management and the business of music, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, humbly speaking, is the reason why I feel like after 22 years, I am still relevant in the music business till this day. Thank you, GSU. Because I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but anybody who wants to, go on to do something in music business or just music in general, it is 10% about the music and 90% about the business. Trust me when I tell you that. So though I left school, I was never gone because this institution had become a part of me. It was a part of my fabric and a part of my DNA. And my heart never strayed far from its steps. And my commitment to someday return and finish was ever present. GSU has had an enormous impact on my life. It's where I established lifelong friendships and business partnerships. So coming back as an artist in residence, working with CMII, working with GSU College of Law to create a certificate program, and sitting on panels gave me a chance to remain close. And I always knew that I would come back and finish what I started here at GSU. Otherwise, my mom would still give me a spanking if I didn't, no matter how old I got. I'm letting y'all know that now. So finishing is a value that I was taught as a child. Education was a value that was just instilled in me from my godmothers and my whole community. Finishing my educational journey here was my goal, but it is not over. And I won't stop until I'm bestowed the title, Dr. Chris Bridges. Yeah. Or Dr. Bridges, or Dr. Ludacris. Now, actually, that's not a good idea. Nobody will give me any business if I'm named Dr. Ludacris, so don't worry about that one. But we're going to figure out this doctorate situation at some point in the near future. Because my pledge is to continue my support of the university and to live up to its standards. Hopefully, I will continue to make you proud and to be an example of GSU's determination and resilience. Now, some have asked me, why do I work so hard? Why do I go so hard? Why do I love so hard? I say to them, because the price of regret weighs much heavier than the price of discipline. I'm going to say that one more time. The price of regret weighs much heavier than the price of discipline. So I take this responsibility of perseverance and leadership and giving back very seriously. We all have to look back. We all have to reach back, and we all have to give back, to do our very best, to give our very best. This period in our lives should be a time of reflection for all of us to appreciate what we're capable of and the change that we can spark. So my challenge for the GSU class of 2022 is to make a difference. Be special, be committed, be trailblazers. Find your why. You're not too young or too inexperienced. You're not too old or too tired. You're not too broke or resource poor. You're not too urban or too rural. You're not too soon. You're not too late. Say to yourself, I am enough. I am just right. Run the day. Don't let the day run you each and every day. Because every day we wake up, we have a chance and a choice. Every single human being on earth. There were people that said that I wouldn't come back, that too much time had passed since 1913, that I couldn't make it as a rapper, that I need to get a day job. Ignore the dream killers. They come to tell us what we can't do. They come to tell us what we don't have, who won't allow us through the front door, always putting limitations on us. Sometimes they're family, sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're just flat out haters, right? But look them straight in the eyes confidently and say, thanks for your perspective, but I serve a God that is a dream filler, not a dream killer. So dream big. As a matter of fact, dream bigger. It can work if you work it. Anything can work if you work it. God said to Jeremiah, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So finding your purpose in life makes the difference between having a good life and living a phenomenal life. Far too many of us go through life not fully understanding our true worth and purpose in God's plan. I pray that the time you have invested here at this institution has helped you move closer to finding your why and God's plans for your future. In closing, I want to talk about what I know to be true, that when we leave this body and our spirit continues, I guarantee you're going to be able to watch a highlight reel of your life. And this highlight reel is going to show you the things that you've done positively to impact those in a positive manner and have the butterfly effect to change their lives. It'll also show you the negative things you may have done that affected people in a negative way. So when I say you wake up every day with a chance and a choice, I want you every single day to wake up and think about how your highlight reel is going to look and how many people you affected from this day forth, so you can have the best and longest highlight reel that you could possibly imagine. So class of 2022, you will help create our tomorrow. Look deep inside yourselves for the strength to endure setbacks without getting too discouraged, to confront rejection without giving up, and to understand the hopelessness turned upside down is hopefulness. Be tomorrow's answer. Be tomorrow's remedy. Be tomorrow's solution. Go out and transform the world for the better. Thanks again, GSU, and go Panthers. I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Chris, for those inspiring words. I think I speak for our community. We are so grateful that you found your why at GSU, and we're happy to be a part of that. You're an inspiration and a reminder that it's never too late to chase your dreams. Congratulations. You've always been part of the family. Great to have you officially part of the family as our alum. Thank you so much.